Brilliant question. I go to soapcalc.net to calculate just the right amount of lye that goes to the oils that I'm using. But I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to show you. So let's take a look at it. You want to go to soapcalc.net and go to the recipe calculator. Here you will choose the type of lye that you will be using. In our case, for cold process or hot process, it is NaOH. Next, you choose your weight measurements. I like to work in grams. Let's enter 1,000 grams for this example. That would be one of my loaf molds, which is 10 bars of soap. Next is the water, and you can leave this part as is and use the recommended amount. But I like to use a water discount. It shortens my curing time and gives me a harder bar of soap. Next is the superfat, and I leave that at 5%. That is a buffer of oils and butters that are left unsaponified. That means they don't turn into soap, so it leaves a little bit extra on the skin. Here you can enter your fragrance amount, but I use essential oils and I use a different calculator for that, so we're going to leave that blank for now. Now to the fun part, we get to enter our oils and butters. You can go crazy creative here and formulate a beautiful bar of soap, but for example's sake, we're only going to choose 3. Let's add olive oil, coconut oil, and castor oil. I recommend 5% castor oil in every recipe. It gives such a beautiful bubble. Here we enter the percentage rates of oils we're using, and we just want to make sure it is 100% when we get to the end. Now we calculate. Hit the view button, and then it brings you to your recipe. Here I type the soap that I'm making, and I usually put the date as well. Here's your formulation. This is the amount of water/liquid needed plus the lye to make your lye solution. Every oil and butter needs their specific amount of lye for it to be able to saponify. So if you make any substitutions in your oils, always run it through the lye calculator to make sure that you have the correct usage rate. These bottom boxes are optional, but I recommend you enter as much information as possible. That way, if your soap goes awry, you know exactly what went wrong, or if it is perfect, you know how to recreate it next time. And that's how you calculate the right amount of lye for your recipe.